Hello. Today is probably going to be a short stream, but I wanted to get this quest chain done. It's the last thing besides dailies and a quest I can't do until I get level 50 on Palace of the Dead, which I'm not doing single player. So yeah, let's get into it. An outsider, those firm arms and lean shoulders. You look at You look to be as strong as the 10 Azari men. Thank the Kami for sending you to us. There is a young man who needs your help. One of our fishermen, Naoshi, has been cornered by a fiendish beast. While we desperately want to rush to his aid, I fear not the combined strength of our village will be enough to repel it. Please, you must save him. I'm afraid you might be the only one that can. Yep. You saved my life. Thank you. Having been born and raised in this quaint village, I always knew I would be laid to rest here. Just never did I realize that time might come soon. May I have your name? Mr. Sun, truly from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Even among the numerous beasts I've reeled in from the sea, this one was particularly terrifying. I wish I knew what about me continues to attract these fiendish creatures. If only I could learn the answer and find a way to get half as many fish to bite. Either way, I would like to properly thank you. Please, if you would accompany me back to the village, that I might give you a gift for your troubles. Yet again, you nearly get yourself and everyone else here killed. Call me for fiend you ever take up a fishing rod again. Everyone is terrified, not only for you, but for the whole village. That hellish monster you brought to us is going to do us all in. I'm sorry, everyone. Truly, I am. Ah, Mr. San, thank you for coming all this way. Unfortunately, I will not be able to get your gift to you just yet. It seems some of my fellow fishermen wish to have a word with me. What the hell is wrong with you, Naoshi? Do you not realize the peril that put us in every time you go fishing? It is past time you hang up your rod. We will have no more of this. Please, anything but that. How am I to eat if I cannot fish? The village needs comes first. We will never know peace so long as you are out in the village, in the waters, reeling in beasts after ferocious beasts. They are so shaken, they will not listen to reason. Perhaps if they were to soothe them, they would become receptive. Please start with Kaori. She is a good friend. Please, madame, can you not see that we are currently in the middle of something incredibly important? You killed the beast, no, she fished from the sea. Then we are safe, for now. Everyone, listen up. This kind lady has slain the monster. Neither we nor the village are in any danger. I shall have stern word with Naoshi while the rest of you go back to work. Or have you all already fulfilled your quotas for the day? Well, no, but you cannot keep letting him off the hook like this. Your friendship is something I'll never understand. How is it that the village's best diver is friends with the village's worst fisherman? We were born the same year and he lived but a stone's throw away from me. It is only natural, but that is not important. It is time you all return to work. Fine, but for everyone's sake you had better find a way to convince him to quit fishing. Mistress Sun, thank you for that. It seems I am once again in your debt. I too owe you my thanks, madame, and I must also apologize for the trouble Naoshi has caused you. As for you, how many times have I pleaded with you even, to quit fishing? Everyone is fed up with your antics. I was not your friend. If I was not your friend, you would be in a great deal of trouble now. Every time you promise it will not happen again, but it does. You keep fishing monsters from the sea, each more dangerous than the last. This cannot continue. We are a poor village. You must find a different job, a way to make yourself useful. Corey, that is not as easy as you make it sound. We are a village of fishermen. How am I to show my face in public if I do not bring home fish, however minuscule the amount? You are far too stubborn for your own, or anyone else's good. Fine, you shall be granted one final chance. Next time we go fishing, you must catch at least half the number of fish I do. Any less and you are going to give up fishing for good. She cannot be serious, can she? Even on my best days, I can barely catch enough fish to feed myself. Either way, everyone's stares are starting to make me feel uncomfortable. Please join me behind those large boulders yonder. I would still like to give you something. Ah, you came here. This is for you. Mr. Sun, there is no way I can quit fishing. I must somehow become good enough to convince Cory and the others to allow me to keep my rod. This will require a lot of practice, which means I might end up pulling in even more monsters from the sea. Thus I ask you, please, madame, might you accompany me on my training sessions? I know it is a bold favor to request of someone who has saved me not once but twice now. However, I see no other way. You are the only one that can keep these monsters at bay. Truly, you are my last hope. So you will help me. Truly, thank you, Mr. Sun. Please follow me north. We can train there, far away from everyone if, nay, when I should fish a monster from the seas. I ask that you step in and dispatch of it immediately. Kinda cute when you look at it. Perhaps this was not the best place to begin my training. Let us move to the southern coast and try again. This time I shall wait for you to arrive before I begin. You are here. Excellent. Let me pull my rod and cast my line then. No, not again. Why does this continue to happen? Please, Mistress, kill the beast before it somehow makes its way into the village. Despite the change in location, my performance has scarce improved. What am I to do? Perhaps Curie is undoubtedly the most talented fisher in the village. Unlike me, however, she dives underwater with a harpoon and spears her fish. The technique we employ are vastly different, and any advice she may have would be of no use to me. I am left with no choice but to turn to one of the other fishermen for guidance. There is just one problem. Azari is a small, unpretentious village, where your reputation hinges sorely on your ability to fish. Those who show no aptitude for it are often scorned. Even if I were to appeal to them for help, I would simply be ignored. You, however, have won their respect by defeating the monster that earlier threatened to devour me and destroy the village. If you ask them to teach you their fishing techniques, they will be more than happy to oblige. I will go with you when you question them and listen intently by your side to what they have to say. This man is the village's most experienced fisherman. He is sure to know all the best tricks of the trade. Please ask him about it. I shall stand right here with my eyes and ears wide open. Oh, I remember you. You are the adventurer that I sent to save Naoshi. Your heroic actions are the talk of the town. During your stay here, you will have uncovered a new passion for fishing, you say. My knowledge of fishing is insubstantial to teach Mistress Sun what she wants to know, so I brought her to you, our veteran fisher. Well, the most important thing is to understand the fish you want to catch. For example, long ago we used to row boats out to sea at night in light of torch. It would draw schools of silvertails to us, allowing fishermen to haul them back by the boatload. Torches, but none of us here could ever afford that, and the amount of oil it would require to keep them burning. Exactly. That, Naoshi, is part of the reason we remain a destitute village. Life would be far easier had we the means to put a torch fishing into practice again. I see. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. Seeing as we have no oil, however, I think we must look into other methods to assist Mr. Sun in beginning her fishing journey. Come, let us try asking someone else. Only we still had the means to torch fish, our village would flourish. Huh? You were asking me to divulge my greatest fishing secret? Why, pray tell, would I do such a thing? Surely you must recognize this gracious woman. She defeated the tentacled monstrosity I pulled ashore and is the savior of our village. Ah, indeed. My sincerest apologies. Of course, I would be delighted to share with you my technique. After all, someone must make up for Naoshi's inability to teach you about our craft. Until recently, I was only slightly better than your average fisherman. I tried everything to improve, from using nets to even pots and fake bait to improve my performance. After much trial and error, I learned that the fastest way to snag a fish is to use this, a wooden fishing lure. Here, you can have mine. Best of luck, my friend. Huh. You did it, Mr. Sun. You have unraveled the secret to becoming a phenomenal fisher. Please meet me behind the boulders that I might inspect the lure you received. Give the wooden fishing lure a try. Trust me, you will be pleasantly surprised by the results. I'm so glad You are here, madame? Please tell me honestly, has Naoshi improved at all since we last met? Okay, I came here to check on his progress, but every time I ask him, he attempts to dodge the question. Thanks to Kami, you are here. The moment I arrived, Kaori appeared and began pestering me about my progress. Do you have the wooden fishing lure? Ah, look at that. It's shaped like a small fish to trick a bigger fish into thinking it's food. Let us put it to the test, shall we? It struck me as rather odd when I caught wind of Mistress Sun's sudden interest in fishing, but never did I think you were the one who put her up to this. Naoshi, isn't it about time you admitted defeat? Never. As a man of Azari, I must do whatever it takes to learn to fish. How else am I to survive? Besides, weren't you the one who was pushing me to improve my fishing abilities? If it is simply survival you were worried about, there are plenty of other options. You could gather seaweed, for example. Then again, there is a good chance you would be equally bad at that. Corey, if you had simply come to poke fun at me, please leave. I actually came here to give you some advice. When you're fishing, you must shut down all your thoughts and concentrate solely upon seeing, nay, feeling the great expanse of water that stretches out before you. Do it right, and the seas will guide you. By contrast, should you allow your mind to roam aimlessly, so will your rod. The waters will only amplify the chaos in your heart, and the fish will avoid your line. It seems she takes me for an idiot. Well, I will show her, and everyone else in the village for that matter, that I am nothing of the sort. I pray that the answer is my problem lies with this lure. Koyuri can mock me all she wants, but now that I have this, there is nothing stopping me from becoming the finest fisherman in all of Azari. Let us make for the waters post-haste. Mr. Sun, you will never believe what happened. I could not wait to test the lure, so I cast a line before you arrived, and something huge took the bait. A violent struggle ensued, with it thrashing about wildly and me trying to hold my ground. Halfway through our silent battle, I was sent sailing in my barrel. The impact made me lose my grip and the rod flew in the ocean. No doubt it is somewhere at the bottom of the sea. Kaori is the best diver. Normally I would ask her to fetch it for me, but I am afraid doing so will only further convince her that I should quit fishing. Do you think you could get it for me? I knew I could count on you. Why did I take damage? Mr. Sun, you are finally returned. Did you find my rod? Thank you. Thank you so very much. Now then, let us go back to practicing. You best watch closely. I am about to catch the biggest fish you have ever seen. Are you ready? Here we go. Curses. It's another beast. Twice I have tried, and thrice I have failed. This lure was my last hope. Naoshi, it is time you faced the truth already. You are incapable of fishing anything but monsters from the sea. While thankfully Mistress Sun was here to take care of that bombfish, you must hurry to clean this up. The smell of blood will begin attracting all manner of wild beasts. Very well, the corpse of this dastardly creature shall go up in flames, along with all my dreams. And pray tell, how exactly do you intend to burn the body without oil? I will put it in this broken barrel and set fire to the wood. But the wood is still damp and frozen. Damp from the water that was in it. Look, the sparks you struck are fizzling out. Ah, then I'll go get the dry planks of wood from the village, damn it. Mr. Sun, while I am away, see that the fat fiend is crammed into what remains of the barrel. Naoshi has been incredibly irritable of late, would you not agree? Is it actually on fire? I do not understand. That should be impossible. It's on fire. How is that possible? The planks were barely smoldering. Now the whole thing is engulfed in flames that climb higher by the second. The green of the water was coating the creatures. The sheen of the water was coating the creature's body. That must have been grease. Bombfish must be composed mostly of lard. Well, whatever the case, our worries are over. The beast has been reduced to a pile of ashes, as have my dreams. Kaori, I should have listened to you from the start. I will not trouble you, nor anyone else any longer. I shall renounce fishing and leave the village. Leave the village? But where would you even go? To the mountains, or somewhere else far, far away from here. Maybe that giant fire and the fact that I still have no idea what I love the open sea and fishing more than anything. If I were to remain in Azari, I will constantly be reminded of all that I have lost. Naoshi, this is madness. This is your home. You can't simply abandon it. Oh dear, is it that time already? I must grab my harpoon and return to work. Meet me at our usual spot after I am finished, and please, for once, try not to do anything brash while I am away. This pile of ashes will not be attracting wild animals anytime soon. Our work here is done. Mr. Sun, it is a great honor knowing you. Not only am I still alive and breathing thanks to you, but you accompanying me throughout my journey has allowed me to come to an important realization. I am not fit to be a fisherman. While Kaori has requested that I meet with her after she finishes working, I think it would be best for everyone if I left immediately. Before I go, however, I will give you a small gift. Pray meet me by the boulders shortly. Ah, there you are. I came here as soon as I finished packing my things. Seeing as I do not have much in the way of possessions, it did not take long. Thank you for everything, Mr. Sun. Here's your gift. Hurry, stroke the fires. Corey's body is shutting down. We need to warm her and remove the water from her lungs. What? Has something happened to Corey? The cries that they came from that way. Corey nearly drowned. They're in there right now, reviving her. This is so terrible. I was there when the accident happened. Corey, she was in the waters with me, but the entire time her mind was elsewhere. Could it be that I am the one to blame for this? Mayhap my declaration to leave the village caused her to lose focus and nearly drown. Naoshi, she is in a bad place. Her body temperature continues to drop in. While we are doing everything we can, the fires burn too low to warm her. What are we to do? We must gather flammable items. Mr. Sun, do you have any ideas on what we could start with? Nothing, you simply stare at Naoshi. That's fucked up. How about hooked bombfish? That is a brilliant idea. If we throw the corpse of one of those creatures into the fire, it will coax the flame to life. Leave it to me. I shall return with something to fix this. Just keep Karori alive until then. Mr. Sun, I cannot save Karori without you. While I can fish another hooked bombfish from the sea, I fear I will not be able to defeat it. Please allow me to borrow your strength once more. Here it goes. I hope one of these fat fiends will take the bait to the light. Blah. Yes, Mr. Stone, take it from here. Quickly, slay the beast. We did it. There is, however, precious little time to celebrate. We must carry the bombfish back to the hut post-haste. Kiari's condition is critical and worsens by the minute. Please, if you have something that could save her, hand it over to me now. So, this is the fuel you mentioned earlier. Even the creature's skin is sticky with grease. This should make the fire roar. Praise the Kami. She's awake. Kiari, should you really be standing? You need to rest. No, I am fine, really. Mr. San, Naoshi, I owe my recovery to the two of you. Thank you. To think I was delivered from death by the very rod I condemned. Fate is a funny thing, isn't it? Often I would lecture you on how you must maintain your focus during fishing, but I failed to heed my own advice. I let myself grow distracted by thoughts of you departing and almost died. I am sorry, Corey. The last thing I wanted to do was put you in harm's way. I should have known better than to tell you my plan right before you went diving. Rest assured, however, this will be the last problem I cause you or anyone else in this village. Now that I know you are safe, I will leave Azari. Naoshi, you cannot go, not just yet. Forgive me, but I would choose to never again see the open waters than live out the rest of my days collecting seaweed. Who says that is what we would have you do? You have a precious gift. There is something you and you alone can fish. The hooked bombfish. The oil from the beast could allow us to take up torch fishing once again. Torch fishing. That would significantly increase our yields, and not a single one of us would need to suffer from hunger any longer. Naoshi, do you not see? This is a miracle, a gift from the Kami themselves. But bombfish are extremely dangerous beasts. One small misstep and they could very well destroy our home here. That can easily be prevented. We will set up traps for them there near where you cast your line. Right, everyone? Yes. Truly, you would have me continue fishing. I am at a loss for words. Come now, Naoshi. Unpack your things and take up your rod. By your hand will our torches be lit tonight. Yes, yes they will. I shall go by the seas and bring back more bobfish, and we will know what to do with. Mr. Sun, thank you for everything. In my darkest hour, you lent me your support. Words are not enough to express my gratitude. Oh, that reminds me. I nearly forgot to give you your gift. Naoshi, I shall see that Mr. Sun is properly rewarded. You need to get fishing. Our village is greatly indebted to you. Not only did you help us resuscitate Kaori, but you have also somehow turned our worst fisher into our most promising one. Thank you, Mistress Sun. You have helped Naoshi reclaim his life here, and maybe even saved us all from poverty. We have already begun preparing torches with the remnants of the bombfish you brought back from earlier. We will, however, be needing much more fish. More if we are to begin torch fishing. No doubt, Naoshi will grow very busy in the very coming days and months. While still meager in comparison to what you have given us, I would nevertheless like to present you with this. Once our village begins to flourish, as I'm sure it will, we shall furnish you with something more befitting. I see there's another quest. I expected that to be the end. What's this quest about? Oh, it's a combination quest. Well, I can't well end the stream without this quest being done, so I'm gonna take a little break and then I'll be back to finish this quest and finish off the stream. I'll be right back. So, despite what I said earlier, I'm actually gonna call it here. I had a long day and I have to take care of something after this, so can't stream all the time. But I was able to stream a little bit today. Got a whole story and I'm happy about that. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.